The last-minute deferment of crushing at the country's largest sugar mill at Lautoka is a shame and yet another failure of the Fiji First Government to ensure the state of preparedness of the mill before the start of the season. This deferment is nothing else but gross negligence and failure on the part of Fiji Sugar Corporation, Sugar Industry Tribunal, and the Ministry of Sugar to ensure the certification of the state of preparedness of the mill before announcing the start date of the harvesting and crushing. The decision has actually resulted in huge losses for cane growers and lorry operators who would have struggled financially to ensure preparedness on their part for a smooth start to the season, only to see their hard work dashed by sheer negligence on the part of FSC and other stakeholders who are fully controlled by government at the moment. Growers will now have to fork out additional funds to ensure food and other basic needs of cane cutters hired to harvest cane are maintained. Furthermore, will the Fiji Sugar Corporation bear the cost of cartage of sugar cane harvested and delivered to the mill on Tuesday by both rail and lorry to Rarawai mill? It must, in our view, be borne by FSC because the non-start of the mill has nothing to do with growers' operations. But many questions arise out of this debacle. For example, we ask whether the Ministry of Sugar and the Sugar Industry Tribunal ensured certification of the state of preparedness of the mill before the tribunal announced the date for the start of crushing. The carrying out of this exercise transparently, in our view, is most important to determining the start of crushing date at a sugar mill. We also ask, why did the FSC fail to carry out live tests to expose defects and deficiencies at least 2 weeks before the start of crushing, as was always done in the past? Why didn't FSC use sugarcane harvested from its own states to carry out the live tests? This is the scandalous state of affairs plaguing the industry since the usurpation of democratic institutions and annihilation of growers' rights as the largest and most important stakeholders in the industry and institutions to ensure checks and balances. In our view, it is the total lack of transparency and democracy in the sugar industry by the current Fiji First Government and its total rejection of bipartisanship through a parliamentary select committee on sugar that would have prevented such failures by ensuring full compliance to all measures.